Good evening, India, and good morning to America and the countries where it is morning now. And hello, everyone, and welcome to the session. No matter which country you are, which geographical location you are at present, a warm welcome to the International Fabtalks. Thank you for being a part of our journey, and thank you for enabling us to reach out to many unsung heroes and bringing them here on this beautiful platform called as the International Fabtalks. You may ask me, why am I doing all of this? Why are we working to bring the unsung heroes on this beautiful platform? The answer is very simple: to inspire you, to inspire me, to inspire our team, and to be a part of this universe who wants to give back in a very positive way. And today we are being joined by a beautiful person with a beautiful mind, a young, talented woman. She's joining us all the way from Salem, and she has a lovely name. She is Miss Alyna Fathima. And we are very happy and glad to have her accepting the invitation to the International Fab Talks. It is a moment of joy when anyone accepts an invitation from the International Fab Talks. To be very honest, I tell you that openly, when you are agreeing to share your thoughts and views, your achievements with the world, and when they know about you, they will get courage that they too can become somebody like you and not to give up on life. My request is not to give up on life so easily, to face your life bravely. Hello, ma'am, and welcome to the session. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me, indeed.
Thank you, dear. My dear friends, now it's time to introduce our special guest in an official way as to who she is and what she focuses on and where she's, sharing her positive energy. So let's join on this beautiful platform to get know more about her. As I earlier mentioned, she is Miss Alyna Fathima N. She is the founder of Healing in a Touch. Founder of Healing in a Touch, where we all need that inner healing. We are okay if we have a hurt out, we may see that and we can apply medicine on it and take tablets or tie a bandage, and then that's okay. But there is something that inwardly or inside us hurts, and so there is this beautiful organization which focuses on healing you inward. And she is also the ICT Youth Icon. She's been awarded that in 2023. Dear friends, we'll go ahead and share more about our guest profile. I'd like you to know more about her because I want you youngsters, the middle-aged and the senior citizens, to start giving back to the society, no matter what's your age. You may be as young as Alyna, or you may be a senior citizen too. Give your best to yourself, to your family, and to the community. As I earlier mentioned, she is the founder of this beautiful mental health oriented organization called Healing in a Touch. She was also awarded the Best Healing Startup Award in Tamil Nadu in 2022. She was also entitled as ICT Youth Icon, as I mentioned that too, in 2023. And she received a complimentary trip to Singapore on mental health to create, mental health awareness. And so far, she's been focusing on creating a beautiful platform for everyone and has been giving her expertise and energy in more than 70 plus workshops across the world, national and international. You could say she's been connected in those beautiful ways. And to add to that, I'd like to share more about our special guest celebrity. Just give me a moment, friends. I just take the privilege of sharing a little more about our guest. She is the president of the psychology department in her college, and she is honed with beautiful leadership skills, and she has successfully participated in and won various extracurricular activities program. She has won many extracurricular activities in which she took part in those programs, and with a particular emphasis on public speaking. How many of us are scared of public speaking? So here is a young person who's a great public speaker too. And she's been recognized for her commitment to mental health advocacy, and she was also invited as a chief guest in the computer science department at her college to promote awareness. With 2 years of work experience in an online mental health platform, she has gained practical insights into this beautiful field, creating mental health awareness across the globe. She has pursued IOATH aggregated courses, furthering her knowledge and expertise in psychology. Her passion lies in leveraging psychological insights to make a positive impact on individuals and communities across the world. And friends, I'd like to add more to that. She also focuses on, key responsibilities, like, wanting each one of you to stand up for yourself and face your life and become a strong person. and she's very good at documentation, and and even she's been the event coordinator head, organizing online workshops, courses, and coordinate different types of meetings, recruiting interns. And she's also presented many important documents for different organizations like LORs, MOUs, performance letters, etc., and much more, my dear friends. And the most important thing now comes her achievements. She was the president of the psychology department, as I earlier mentioned, and as well the regional finalist in ICT Youth Talk. In 2022, she was IMU Best Delegate Award. In 2022, again, Wearable Tech Hackathon she participated in that, a participation award for that. In 2023, Best Healing Organization in Salem, she was the winner. And in 2023, ICT Youth Talk winner, titled as ICT Youth Icon. And she was also invited as the chief guest, as I earlier mentioned, in the computer department. And there's much more which I have now to cut short, because it's time now to interview our special celebrity and know more about her. Let's get to know more about her from her just now. Friends, I would all like you to be like her, to be a winner all the way. No matter what you face in life, you have to be a winner and be strong, be resilient. As if you start being resilient when you are young, when you come to our age, you will be just perfect. Hello, ma'am, and welcome, Alyna.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Thank you, dear. Dear ma'am, I'm really impressed with all of your achievements till date, and I know you will really achieve more heights, and we wish you all the very best for all your future endeavors as well. I would like to now know, when we start the session, as the main round of the interview begins now, who is the real Alyna? Aap kaun hai?
Me. Whenever you ask about me, I will introduce you to my childhood self, my inner child, which is my true self. The person I am now is the one created through experiences, through good, through bad, so many good experiences, so many bad experiences. Whatever I am right now is a very hopeful, resilient girl. But when I think about myself, who am I actually? What kind of personality do I hold? I look back to my childhood days where I was my true self. But in this society, people now have to fake their identity to impress people. So that is my true identity. I look up to my childhood self.
Yes, dear. You're a very strong person. As children, we've all faced a lot of ups and downs, good and bad incidents. Many of us, crumble or, are unable to rise over all the childhood trauma that we've faced. But there are several people across the world who have fought through all the childhood traumas that they have faced, the good, the bad, and they are facing life in a very strong way. And we all need to do that. We need to do it because, yes, life is a one-time gift and we have to live to the fullest. Dear wonderful, wonderful. I applaud you for that.
Thank you.
Now, ma'am, you are a beautiful inspiration to all of us, including me, because at the very start, before we start the interview, I was really impressed when I had to contact and connect with her just for a few seconds. That really blew my mind when she began to share. I said, yes, wow, she's a gem, a hidden gem. Yes, dear. Ma'am, you are an inspiration, but now we want to know who inspired you into this beautiful field of giving back to the society, and especially into the field of psychology. What inspired you to enter into this beautiful field?
What inspired me to enter into the field of psychology, I will say my eldest sister, Nuhanadeen, when I was really confused of which path should my career go towards, what should I actually be when I'm in my adulthood years, when I'm earning, what should I do, what should be my motive. Knowing me as a sister, being my second mother, she motivated me to choose psychology. And since that decision, I've been living the best life possible. So my inspiration to take psychology was from my sister, but the person who inspires me to grow is my mother, Aisha.
Great. That's really nice. Hats off to the two strong women you've mentioned, and you're the other strongest woman. So there are three strong women over there. Hats off to your mom, your elder sister, and you. And of course,
I'll be adding one more person,
yes,
my one more sister. We are four.
Oh, great. So there are four, including me, five.
Yeah.
So together we can, say we are a strong bond. And all the other women, strong women out there, the strong men out there, hats off to all of you for the resilience that you have within you. Dear ma'am, I really applaud you and your entire family, your sisters and your mom as well. Congratulations that you belong to a group of strong people. That's dear.
Good. Thank you so much.
Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, we all face a lot of stress, especially when we do something for the society. People begin to criticize us, people begin to point fingers, people begin to see the negatives, not the positives. Yes, we all face, even I face, you face, even it may be the president of America, or it could be the king of any country, or challenges in life, either in a personal or professional life. So now I want to know, like, what type of challenges you were facing all through these years, and what challenges are you facing now in this beautiful profession which you've started, and how are you balancing those challenges? First, the challenges, and how do you balance them and face them?
The challenges begin very early when we are in our school days. Not just me, so many children out there are criticized by their teachers. They are demotivated. They are questioned for their lack of good numbers in the exams. They are questioned for their handwriting. They are made to feel left out in the entire classroom. I was one of them. I was always made to stand. I was an outstanding student outside the class. So my mom was constantly called to the principal's office saying that your daughter's handwriting is not good. She's been failing exams, but nobody actually knew what made that girl fail the exams, what made her, have no interest in the class. So rather than thinking about what is causing the problem, they always question the person who is going through those problems. So my challenges has been that I was never encouraged in my own classroom. I was made to feel that I'm a not good student. I don't deserve to sit in the class of, 40 toppers or something like that. It all started then. And growing up, they were I don't know if I should share this. This is very personal. When I was in my 10th standard, one of my Hindi teacher misbehaved with me. So I had to share that to my mother. I told to my mom. My mom, being a strong woman, she came. She raised voice for me. So the principal was like, "We won't change the teacher. All we can do is you can change the school." Now, how can we change the school when I'm in my 10th board? Who will accept me as a student? My 1 year is, just gonna waste. So that 2 years, my ninth and 10th standard was really terrible. Mentally, it was traumatizing for me to go to school every day, face that man every day, sit in his class, come back home. That trauma was too much for a young child to carry. So ever since then, my self-esteem, like you were talking about the challenges, my self-esteem was really very, very poor. Then came COVID. The entire world suffered, not just physically, mentally. People were losing lives. I lost many important people in my life, and that was another trauma. So from childhood to teenage, it was back to back traumatizing experiences that I had to go through. Now, then, when I was at my lowest, my family was my pillar to, move forward in life. So now comes, how do I handle the challenges? When you have a supporting family, when you have people who can guide you, who are going to guide you to, even in your good decisions, bad decisions, they always have a shoulder you can rely on. So how do you face challenges when you have people who are rooting for you, supporting you, helping you manage your mental health and physical health? Then it becomes easy to manage the challenges. That was my answer, ma'am.
Excellent, ma'am. Thank you so much, and being brave enough to share all of that. Hats off to you for that. Many of them are unable to reveal anything much, but you've done that and encouraged others to open up. When you speak up against abuse, when you fight against abuse, you become a warrior and not a worrier. You become a warrior to everyone. You don't need to worry about it. You just become a warrior and enable others to speak up against the abuse or the abuser. Yes,
exactly.
And as you shared that, I remember when I was in my 5th class, I guess, I didn't perform well in paper 1. There were 2 papers, paper 1, paper 2. I've already shared this in one of the interviews. One of the teachers, there was a fight maybe at home. My parents were not okay with, and they were grumbling at each other, and there was a big chaos at home, and had the exam the next day. And I couldn't concentrate studying for my exam. Naturally, it was very common in many of the families. And so I couldn't perform in paper 1. So I had to give my paper quickly and come out so that I can study for paper 2, which was at 2 o'clock. And I happened to sit down in the hall. And there were many of the, the big hall, when I mean to say, where they conduct all these cultural events and, where we have.
Yeah.
So that was there I was sitting. I happened to see the PT teacher and one more teacher sitting down over there, and they were, you know, chit-chatting or talking something. I was sitting there alone. The others were writing their exam. I came out because I didn't know anything in paper one. I sat in that hall to study for paper two. And I could overhear these two teachers, one of them telling the other one, this girl doesn't study at all. See how she's come out of the exam hall, I mean, from the
Yeah.
examination room, and she doesn't study at all. Now, do they know that I had a problem at home? A genuine
Exactly.
problem. And that hurts me till date. How could she be so insensitive to say this girl doesn't study? I didn't get an opportunity to study. I didn't get a chance to have peace of mind to study and read. I was not worried about my exam. I was worried about my parents. Are they going to patch up? Are they going to separate? And this is one big issue that many of the children face. And that really makes me
Exactly.
emotional. And thank you for opening up. So you allow us also to open up. So parents, be very careful. Never ever fight in front of your children such that, and in teachers also, not to be insensitive.
Exactly.
Understanding towards
Empathy.
empathy, why the child is not being able to perform or what's wrong with the child, than
Exactly.
labeling them. Or you said outstanding student, you put that very well. Put her out, throw her out
Yeah.
of the class, that's thing. Yes, so it's good that you opened up. I want many of the youngsters out there, no matter what's your age, come out and share things such that people have the courage to speak up against things that are not right in the society. Yes, dear. Well done to you and to me too. I tapped myself because I'm also sharing something.
Yeah.
Yes, great. Dear ma'am, wonderful. We come down to books now. Your favorite book? You love to read books? If yes, which is your favorite one?
I love Atomic Habits. That helped me discipline myself. That is one of my favorite books till date. And there are many more, such as Ikigai, The Power of Public Speaking, The Power of Positive Thinking. So these books help me discipline myself and lead towards a positive direction in my life.
That's really great, dear. Wonderful. Dear ma'am, what about sports and games? Were you interested or inclined towards sports and games or cultural activities? Usually we find students or youngsters, either they are into the cultural side or the sports side. So where were you inclined to as a student?
Yeah. So back in my school days, when I was not really performing well in my studies, I was an outstanding student. So what do I do outside? I was an athlete. I was a school level athlete. I usually come second. I won't say first. The honest answer is I usually come second when we have relays, we have races, we have sports days. So I was too much into running. The more your body moves, the more your mental health will be at peace, right? To distract yourself from your troubles, your traumas, rather than just closing your room, sitting in bed, crying, weeping, not moving, rather go outside, have a walk. Just indulge in sports. Like I was into running. So till eighth standard, I was into a lot of relays, running programs, and activities like that. Again, when I was in ninth, there was a mental breakdown. Like I said, the misbehaved that happened with me. Then from then, my sports, slowly dropped. And it's so unfortunate that I'm still not into sports.
Yes.
So I've just left.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing, ma'am. Thank you. That's really nice. But at least you shared that you were interested in sports. And then at one point of time, we have to give up maybe and then take
Yeah.
some other beautiful activity to compensate that one which we missed now. Dear ma'am, is there any childhood incident you remember, a happy one with your family? And I would like to put it this way. Were you the talkative one among all of your sisters and your entire family? Were you the naughty one, the talkative one, shy one? Who was that little Alyna?
The little Alyna was really talkative, naughty, running here and there, going outside to different homes, ringing the bells, come back home, do all those, activities until date. I'm so happy that my family has still kept the inner child in me alive. Still, I'm the naughtiest one. Still, I'm the talk. I still talk so much. I talk, sometimes it's humor, sometimes advices. I still talk so much, and I'm happy that there are good listeners around me. A person stops talking when there is nobody to listen. When you have people to listen since the age you were as a child, then your talkativeness, is at balance. So I'm still the naughtiest, talkative one in my family because I'm the youngest. So no matter how old you get, if you're the youngest in the family, you're still treated as a baby, irrespective of your 30, 40, or 50.
Very true, very true. That happens with me too, because I have an elder sister and brother too, and they treat me like a kid even now.
Yeah.
Yes, dear. I really like that. And we love that bubbliness within you. You have to have it. And we like you the way you are. You know, instead of
Thank
being
you.
calm and quiet, it's good to be bubbly, to be outspoken, to speak, to share.
Mhm.
And of course, you said there are lovely listeners around you. Yes, dear.
Exactly.
And you're a wonderful speaker. You have a great flow in your language. That's really great.
Thank you.
Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, we have this question like this. How would you want the people across the globe
Mhm.
to remember Alyna? And why should people remember Alyna?
Remember Alyna as a person. When you hear her name, you're motivated to live again.
Wow.
Person who stop living, they give up, they lose hope. But whenever you hear me talk, you hear my speeches, one thing that should strike in your mind is, when she didn't give up, why should I? I want people to remember me as somebody who motivates them to live each day, not their entire life. You have a different journey each day. Just because the year is 12 months long doesn't mean your day should be that long. Some people have, kal ho na ho, who knows, right? So live your day to the fullest, live your each and every second. So when you hear my name, you just need to remember that you need to live. Don't give up. That's what I want people to remember.
Yes, dear. Very true. Alyna, if you just remember her name, just learn to live that day. You never kal ho ya na ho, aapne kaha tha na. So then live for
Yeah.
today. If you want to give
Yeah.
up your life today, if you think you're depressed, you want whatever, when you think about this little girl or sweet person who's here, an angel, maybe I should say that. Yes, life is beautiful. You have to live it, because there are very few people who are negative in the world, but there are a vast number of people, a big ocean
Exactly.
over there with good people around, and Alyna is one of them, spreading positivity. Hats off to
Thank
you.
you.
A wonderful way.
Thank you so much.
Yes, dear. एलेना, अभी आपने कहा कल हो या ना हो,
जी
तो एक सिनेमा हो गई, आपने शेयर
जी
कर दिया, तो अभी जो क्वेश्चन आ रही है, दैट
जी
क्वेश्चन इज योर फेवरेट मूवी. नाउ कल हो ना हो तो वो दैट इज डन. नाउ
जी
योर फेवरेट मूवी विच हैज अ स्पेशल मैसेज इन दैट, ऐसा कुछ अच्छा मूवी है जी?
अ, अगर मैं बोलूंगी तो रेपिटेटिव लगेगा, बट तारे जमीन पर इज द मूवी आई स्टिल लुक अप टू. वहां पे आपको पेरेंटिंग के बारे में यू लर्न हाउ अथॉरिटेटिव पेरेंटिंग लीड्स टू, जो एक टॉकेटिव नॉटी चाइल्ड एंड स्लोली बिकम्स द मोस्ट शाई वन हु keeps his feeling to himself. So wrong parenting is one message from the movie. Second is, even if your family is not very supportive, a stranger can become a closest one who can motivate you to live a new life.
Very true.
Like if you have seen the movie Ishan, the child who was dying mentally was brought to life back by just having a good listener, a best supporter, a best mentor, a best guide. So that movie teaches me how to be a mentor to people. When I'm in the field of psychology, seeing Amir Khan portray a image of being a best listener, keeping hope in the person who himself is hopeless, the child is hopeless. So I think Tare Zameen Par is the movie I still love and I can watch the nth time.
Yes, dear. That's really nice. Thank you for sharing. Apart from Tare Zameen Par, is there any other movie that you would like to share which has a focus on mental health, or maybe a beautiful social message, or a one with comedy? Anything.
Life of Pi.
Oh, great. That's one interesting.
Yeah, in the big ocean when nobody is around, day or night, nobody to support, with a dangerous animal living beside,
Right, same here.
still having hope, learning to live, eat from being a vegetarian to non-vegetarian, taking raw meat and eating, but still fighting to live. The spirit of fighting to live is the message I take from Life of Pi. That is another movie I adore.
Thank you, ma'am. In a very short span of time, you explained the whole movie very nicely. That's really nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, now what about holidays? Like, do you take out some time and go to special places on a vacation, or you remember any vacation you've already had, or you'd love to go on a vacation? Any way you can answer. Either the vacation you had or the vacation you'd love to have in future. And if yes, which place?
I really love vacations, but I don't think I've taken any vacation in the past 5 years because COVID came, then we were busy with lives. We were in a deciding point of what should be our career. But if I ever have to choose a place for a vacation, it would be something that gives me peace, a religious place, for me at least. People can agree on this, deny on this, but for me, peace of mind comes when I'm connected to God because He's the one who made us, right? No matter who you have, who you don't, He's the one who's always going to be there for you. So I think when I think about vacation, I need peace of mind from the busy life, from the noises around where there is silence. So I look at religious places to go when if I get the opportunity to have a vacation.
Yes, dear. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for sharing. That's really very nice. I'd like to know what is that one thing you love about yourself?
One thing that I love about myself, that I talk too much.
Okay.
I talk very, very much because the more you talk, the more you express, right? So talking is a source of expression of my emotions for me. So one thing I like about myself is that I talk. I talk so much.
Yes, that is your
Yeah.
asset. That's really a great asset to be able to talk, to express, to empower others with your speech, with your
Hmm.
thoughts and wisdom. That's really wonderful. You're gifted by God. I think that's a great gift.
Thank
Many
you.
of them don't have it. Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
Thank
Many
you,
of them
ma'am.
don't have it. You could also develop that beautiful gift, or you could, upgrade your skills on how to be a great speaker and share your thoughts. Dear ma'am, what if you win a big lottery, a jackpot? क्या करेंगे आप?
If I win a big lottery, is it monetary?
Yes.
Okay. So when I win a big lottery, I'm not going to be diplomatic. I'll first say that self-help is the best help, right? With the money that I get, I'll first, take some amount for my own benefit and the rest I'll keep because I truly connect with children living on streets. I don't talk about middle-aged people because middle-aged people have maturity to find work. But those newborn children who still haven't learned to talk or express their emotions. Giving them home, food, comfort, and a place to live, a protection or shelter is what I'd love to do if I ever win a lottery, especially orphanages. So there is one concept that orphanages ko or old age homes ko connect kar do. So that children who don't have parents connect with those don't have children, right? So that is a beautiful collaboration of mixing orphanages and old age homes. I think that I'd love to do that if I ever win a lottery.
Yes, dear. I really like the way you put it. Like focus on little children because they're unable to
Hmm.
express themselves, unable to fend for themselves. They're not that
Hmm.
mature, in their mind and in their emotional level. So that's really nice. I really like that. Whereas middle-aged people, the youth, maybe they could at least express themselves or do something. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes. So I like you focusing on that beautiful, tender aspect of, focusing on the little ones. Beautiful. And we wish you win a big jackpot very soon.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, dear. From any part of the world, you don't know how God gives. And maybe if He gives you and blesses you with a big jackpot, that would really be great. And we wish you to receive it very soon to fulfill
Thank
it.
you so much. Thank you.
Yes. Dear ma'am, what is the change that you'd love to see in this world? किस जगह में change होनी चाहिए? नहीं हो रही है, लेकिन होनी चाहिए वहां पर. So I want you to share which is that zone or that area where you want to also focus your energy to bring about a change.
If I say so, one change is entire India में जो government schools होते हैं, right? I think the education still in government school is not even minimal. The children come, the teachers, the children go to school, but they learn nothing. Then what is the point of going to a government school where you still learn, you know, at least you learn nothing. And whereas the world now is very competitive. So what about those